Hello everyone, I am super annoyed at myself. I wanted to have lots of separate December daily videos up for you this month, but unfortunately I have spent most of December feeling really poorly, so I've had to just lump all of my footage together. So you can see I just quickly finished day 3. I had already done the journaling and most of the work. I just wanted to stick a little gold heart on the 6x4 photo, and I've flipped over to day 4. So I left some of this process in just to show you that the Canon selfie does not print photos at 6x4. I saw somebody talking about it the other day and they were saying they were really annoyed that their photos were moving around in the pockets, and it's because the selfie does not print at 6x4, it prints at slightly smaller than 6x4. So when you put the photos from the Canon selfie into the pockets of whatever scrapbook manufacturer you're using. Oops, sorry, that was Archie having a little shake in the background. When you put the photos into the pockets of whatever manufacturer you use, the photos are going to slide around. So I played around with maybe cutting some white cardstock and backing my photos on it to try and fill that 6x4 space, but I decided in the end that I preferred how it looked just with the normal photo, because the borders aren't like bright white, so compared to the bright white of the cardstock, it just looked wrong. And I used some old crate paper stickers from my stash to write calm on that photo, and I added some enamel dots and a pink paisley, Pink Fresh Studio gold tiny word sticker. So then I've moved on to day 5, and as you can see I already have some vellum there and I already have my photo for day 5. This is when I realised that I hadn't stamped the date on any of them, so I'm going back and stamping the date because that was something that I like to have continuing throughout the album. But I've already got my photo and everything for day 5, and as I said, I've spent most of the month feeling quite poorly, so I had some journaling there on that tag just about how I haven't been feeling very well. I've been feeling very blah. And I used a word sticker from my friend Anna at Mrs. Brimble's which said bar humbug on it, because that is how I felt for a lot of this month, and it's such a shame because I love Christmas, but I've just been so poorly. I haven't felt like myself at all. But I changed out the normal string for red and white twine, and then I started working on the other side, which is a holiday favourites card from Elle Studio, and that's going to be for day 6. I don't have a photo for day 6. It kind of annoys me that the word favourites is spelt in the American way, but I didn't want to waste the card, so I used it to make like a little pocket for my tag and then popped all of that back in. So as you can see, that's day 6. I already have my number on there. I went through and put lots of the numbers in already. And then I'm just looking for a tab to show that you need to turn that page. It's a 6x8 page protector that I cut down to, what size would that be? 8x3. And I was just looking for a tab to try and like make it clear that that is an insert, and I found another old one from Mrs. Brimble's, and I'm using those same tiny word stickers to just pop some Christmas phrases on either side. I'm running low on a lot of my tiny word stickers. A lot of the ones I have left are not really relevant to things that I do anymore, so it took me a while to decide which ones I wanted to use. So as you can see, I'm just adding that tab onto the side there, and then having a little quick flip to make sure it all looks okay before moving on to day 7. So I've added a little 7 in the corner of that card there, and that enamel tree is from Crate Paper. I've just flipped to the back so that I can write my journaling around the edge of the card. I didn't have loads to say. Some of my friends came around and we had like a little Christmassy day, and I snapped a few photos, mainly just of the dogs as usual. So I just wanted to write a sentence about that. And I struggled a little bit with this page, really. I didn't really know how to embellish it. I felt like at this point in the project I started to feel a little bit uninspired with my Christmas supplies, I don't know, but I used some tiny word stickers there. I layered them up in the corner, and I always come back to enamel dots and enamel shapes. I feel like if you don't know what to do, stick an enamel dot on it and it'll be fine. This is quite a cute photo actually. One of my friends is absolutely terrified of animals, and some she's better with than others, but she's really scared of Archie, and it took a couple of hours for her to feel a little bit more comfortable around him when she came round. So I snapped a photo of him laying on her leg, and it was really cute. This is day 8, so as you can see I've already pre-journaled for a lot of these pages. I've been trying to do my journaling every day so that I don't forget the stories that I want to tell. So I'm just adding some little enamel dots and my date stamp onto that card and calling it done. I wasn't massively happy with how day 8 turned out. In hindsight, I should have taken out some of these busier cards and replaced them with plain ones, but I just really liked this joy card, and I had been trying to find a place to use it all like for the whole first week of December. So I ended up just keeping it in. And I put a load of embellishments on it, and then I'm pretty sure that I take some of them off because I felt like it was just too much. The whole page ended up just being too much. But the journaling was mainly about helping my mum put up her Christmas decorations. So the big 6x8 page protector you see on the other side, that's going to have a photo of my brother and Archie in front of their Christmas tree. So hopefully that large photo on the right hand side will help to make this left hand side seem less busy, if you know what I mean. It'll give your eye a place to rest instead of having lots of different patterns and lots of different cards. Again, it'll be a full-size photo, and you will see that when I do my final flip through after I have ordered those photos. So then I had this star paper, and I just added a sticker from my 6x12 sticker sheet from Create Paper, and I moved on to day 9. So I have a 6x8 patterned paper on the left side that says Jingle All the Way, and then I have this vellum with a large 9. They were from the Create Paper Wonder Thickers. I don't know if anyone remembers those. They were massive and I really love them. I've been hoarding them for about 4 years, honestly. And I put a little wood veneer star in the middle of the 9, and day 9's journaling was about how we finally went to go and see Frozen 2. And we absolutely loved it. Will and I are big Disney fans. He tries to say that he doesn't like Disney and it's all me, like I'm the Disney fanatic, but actually he loves Disney. So we went to see it and we just loved it, and we haven't stopped singing the songs since we saw it. I was actually listening to the soundtrack again this morning. So I was just journaling about how much we enjoyed it and how much we liked the soundtrack. And I've just done that on one of these tags that I've used throughout the project. So I felt like day 9 was missing something slightly, but I couldn't decide what, so I just moved on to day 10 and stamped my date. And again, I've already done the journaling there, and I can't remember what I journaled about on day 10, but I also have a photo down there of the one of the posters for Frozen 2 again, because I wanted to mention that Will and I literally had not stopped listening to the soundtrack for 24 hours after we watched it. And then I went back to day 9 and I used those same Create Paper stickers that I've used before, the Maggie Holmes ones, to write "Yas" on the promotional poster for Frozen, because that is how I felt about it. So I'm just using that little label there to write that we've been listening to the soundtrack, and I'm sticking my photos back to back like I always do to try and stop them moving around so much. So then I'm just finishing up this page by adding a little sticker onto the vellum sheet, and I'm giving you a little flip through of the album so far. So here are some close-up photos of the pages so that you can see them a little bit better. I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and that you have a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. I won't speak to you until after Christmas now. Yeah, I hope you just have a wonderful time with your family, and thank you so much for all of your ongoing support throughout the year. It doesn't go unnoticed and it's so appreciated. Merry Christmas, everyone. See you next time.